Oh man, we back at it. We back at it.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh
sir.
man.
Victory Wednesday. Victory Wednesday.
Oh man. You know what's crazy? And I don't want to be that fan. I missed last week. Hey, work got crazy. Trust
Hey,
me.
we all
I'm
know how
definitely
it goes.
yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be one of the ones that's gonna just hide after a loss and then show up
Right.
after a victory. So
Right.
please don't try to hold that against me. Like I say, work was real. I
Yeah,
got that.
my man here had a crazy week. I'll vouch for it. Well,
So
we
thank you.
tried. We tried.
Hey, we definitely tried. We tried to extend that thing longer than we could. I'm like, bro, it's nothing we can do, bro. It's nothing we can do. Oh man, but oh man, I am D Hill. That is D White. Together we are the Dallas duo. Want to appreciate y'all for showing up, watching us. Either you're watching us live or you're gonna watch us on the playback later on. We don't care when you watch it, just watch it. And when you do watch it, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We are on the Three Men Weave YouTube channel, so I want to
Uh,
appreciate my brothers for letting us utilize the channel
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
the crazy. And we're gonna get this thing rolling. Like you said,
Oh
we got the
yeah.
victory.
Oh
Let's go
yeah.
ahead. Let's go ahead, go right to it, and let's recap this game, brother.
Let's recap it, baby. So what surprised you the most during the
The
game? Like
opening
what?
script.
Yep, that's
The
me too.
opening script
Me
from the
too.
jump.
From the
Um,
jump.
you because if you look at the opening script against the Buccaneers, I mean, we started off some short passes which we was prepared for, some
Right.
runs that we was prepared for, but you come out with two trick plays on the opening script, like that's pathetic. That's nasty.
Yeah.
So, in contrast from that, you come out there and you're giving Cooper Rush all the throws that he needed,
Mm-hmm.
that he's
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with. You're running the rock. You're moving. You're using different formation. You switch it from 12 personnel to 20 personnel. You
Right.
utilizing both backs in the open draft, and then you're going for it.
Right.
On fourth
Aggressive.
down, you setting the tone. You letting them know that we believe in you, and we're gonna be aggressive. We're gonna rap. We're gonna treat this game like you say. We have all the confidence in the world.
Right.
So that opening script was like I said. It was the positive parts of Kellen Moore that we grown to love, the like about
Right.
him, and it's
Right.
also the stuff that frustrates us. It's like,
In
bro,
the same game. The same
yeah,
game.
bro, like
Frustrate.
where was
Love and
it?
hate.
Like, but yeah, but you can go ahead, Mike. What you thought? Your thoughts on the opening script at least?
Well, you said something that really stuck out. You said make Cooper Rush comfortable. I think he did it in the first half, especially in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
He called the game to what plays that he was comfortable with, plays that he knew he could make. He didn't try to stress him past his ability. You know what I'm saying? And it worked perfect. Almost, as perfect as it could in the first half, man. So I like that. Like I said, it was aggressive on fourth down, uh, easy reads. You know what I'm saying? Got the ball in our playmakers' hands. That was perfect. But like I said, in the same game, the second half, the Kellen that we can't stand came out. This guy, daggone, got conservative. We couldn't
Yes,
even move the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
trying to
crazy,
get out
man.
the game, and the wild thing about it is, I get it. The problem with it is we've seen this before with Dak, with
Right,
the
right.
full complement of your weapons. We
Mm-hmm.
seen you get a league and you just take your foot off the gas.
Take your foot off the gas.
You get conservative with the play calls. It's like once you went into halftime, you just felt like it was a blowout. And it's like I
Right.
said, as they shown you, this game was not a blown out. As the Bengals showed you last week, they're not going out without a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Did you see how many 20, 30 point leads they got ate up in less than 3, 4 minutes last Sunday? Come on, man. We can't have
I,
that.
like I said, it felt like college last week in the NFL, all the
It did.
blown
It,
leads, and we was
it really
almost
did.
one of them.
Right. Right. But hopefully that teaches Kellen. As he's seen it, like we get a good rhythm. I feel like Kellen can't dance. I don't think he got no rhythm. We get in a good rhythm, offense looking good, then he just got them pull a robot out and just mess the flow up. Like, what are you doing, bro? Keep that salsa going, my man. Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
at least keep the two step. You know what I'm
At
saying?
least get it. Yeah.
Get your good little two step going on. But I do get it. Like I do get it. You had the defense was out there doing their thing,
Right.
and you're just trying to get about the game. You're like, let's hurry up and get about the game.
Right.
I do get it. Do I like it? No, but
Right.
I do get it. We seen some plays. We've seen some plays that I like from him that I hope he can continue to use and build
Hmm.
off of, like that hitch and go from
Right.
I know he missed for CD, but it's going
But
to
it was
be
there. It was there. Yeah.
it's going to be there. It's going to be there eventually. You keep that in your arsenal. You keep that in your back pocket. You can
Hmm.
utilize it because we know the deep shots is not going to be prevalent
Nah.
in this offense. So
Yeah.
it got to be timely. It got to be spot on.
Right.
So keep setting it up. I like the fact every time that I like the motion of putting Noah in motion, him being the lead block on them outside zones
Hmm.
plays. I like that. I'm waiting for the play action to come up off that though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're setting that up for the play action. Exactly. Yep.
So I like that. I love the fact that they just gave Tony Pollard the ball.
Thank you. Just
They
put it
didn't
in
do
his
that.
hand.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing special. We didn't need a reverse, a trick play, or nothing. We
None
just
of
said,
that.
hey, here you go, Tony. Just do your
Put
thing.
do your thing. And we stress the outside of the defense. We tagging the outside with Tony. You know what I'm saying? So we need to do more. It always works with Tony. Then we like, oh, you know what? Let's stop doing that.
I
Then we
think
attack the outside.
do you, do you really think that he know how to use Zeke and Tony Pollard? Do you really believe that?
He don't. He
Okay.
don't. I just we've seen too many games. There's so much evidence out there that he doesn't know how to use them. I mean, it's stamped now. Like, I mean, you need to use them like Green Bay used Aaron and Dylan. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones and Dylan, they 1-2. I mean,
Hey,
come on, man.
cause I'm watching them we watched though they had the night game. So of course we watched though the night game. And
Right.
I'm sitting there, I'm looking at okay, AJ Dillon, here go his runs.
Yep.
Okay, here go Aaron Jones run. Their running plays are not the same.
Not
It's
the
like
same.
we have a playbook or we have a certain amount of certain plays for AJ Dillon, his runs,
Hmm.
and we have the running plays for Aaron Jones. Now I get it. Aaron Jones is a more versatile back. He
Yeah.
can do all the play. He can do all the runs.
Right.
So of
Right.
course, maybe some of his running plays do look similar to AJ Dillon, but I know for a fact that AJ Dillon runs look totally different
Yeah.
from the Aaron Jones run. Like
Definitely.
I say, Zeke, hit the hole between the tackle. I don't really
Hmm.
want to see him doing these outside zones or the tosses. I want him up, some
Right.
traps. I want him some. I want the Zeke run that can get
Right.
him. We know what Zeke is. Zeke is
Yeah.
the bruiser. Zeke is the
Dirty
wear you
yards, like
down,
Jared like to say. Dirty
the
yards.
dirty yard, the dirty yard. Because we know we're gonna need those dirty yards.
Yep.
We gonna need you to loosen up the defense just for
Hmm.
Tony to bust those big runs.
Thank you. Exactly. You said it perfectly. Yep.
It
On the
goes
point.
it
Yep.
goes hand in hand. So once
Hmm.
again, I'm not sitting here. I'm never going to be disrespectful and be like, I want more Tony Pollard and less of Zeke. I want
Right.
both. I want to utilize both because you're going to have to. We still have a backup quarterback that we're playing with.
Exactly.
Let's not get cute here. We only have
Right.
one win. We don't know when Dak is coming back. So we're
Hmm.
going to have to utilize this running game. This running
Oh
game is
yeah.
still going to have to be prevalent. It's going to have to be
It-
the focal point. We run a
exactly.
lot of bro. We run a lot of 12 personnel, bro.
You gonna have
Like
to.
we was in
But
that but like, I
hmm
swear, I ain't gonna lie. I swear we was in that in 12 personnel, two tight end sets,
hmm
90% of the game.
that,
Like
speaking of that, now glad you said that. What you think we do since Schultz might miss a game or two? You think we're just gonna run with Hendershot and Ferguson or
I believe so. I believe so. I
Mhm.
mean,
Ferguson
Hendershot
been blocking? Ferguson can block. He proved he can block. He been blocking his ass off.
Ferguson been like I said, he been
Right.
playing. I don't think his roles. I mean, maybe his role would change. He might insert
Right.
himself into the Schultz role, and maybe Hendershot can go in his role. I don't know if Hendershot is ready to block as well
There
or
you go. Right.
as much as Jake Ferguson has.
Right.
So to me, if he can't, if this is what I'm going to, if he can't do what we want him to do, ain't this the time to try to get let's go a ball involved?
Yep.
If
This the
like you said,
time.
if you want to run 12 personnel and you're
Uh
running the
huh.
ball, just get them out there. If you want somebody to block, if you need somebody to
Run them out
confidently
there.
block it,
Right. Run them out
don't
there.
set Henderson if he can't do it. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know if he can do it. I know
Yeah.
we've seen him in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
They had a wonderful preseason.
Real.
But if he can't do the job, let's not ask him to do that job. Let's ask
Right.
Peyton Hendershot to do what he does best.
That's why we got to stop. We got to do better. Stop setting these young players up for failure, just like that. They can't do it. Don't throw them out there. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody out there that can block. Like get an offensive lineman out there was an extra block. You know what I'm saying? You're right
because if
about that.
because if you want to be this team that's drafting, developing, you can't
Hmm.
develop on the sideline. You have to play.
Right. Right.
And I know this may not be your actual um pass sets or position that you're really going to play, but you need to be out
Hmm.
there getting these live bullets.
It's right.
And
Yeah.
if, like I said, if you got to go in 12 personnel and your extra 12 personnel is the extra tackle, then so be it. Like I
So be
said,
it.
the running game has to be the running game anyway. So throw ball out there some play. Throw let's
Right.
go out there some play. Hell, send give him a shot. And if if it's not working,
Right.
switch it up. But like I said, utilize his skill set. Do not make him somebody that he's not. He is Peyton Henry shot. Make sure he plays like Peyton Henry shot. I'm
Exactly.
glad you brought up the Schultz injury. What do you think they're going to do though?
I think they're gonna test it out at practice, see how he feeling. Because like I said, if they're gonna let Zeke play with a PCL as a running back position, I'm sure they will let Schultz play with a little minor knee injury at the tight end position. You know what I'm saying? That's just going off their history. So I think if Schultz tell him he can play and the doctor's clear, he gonna be out there, gimpy or not.
This is my thing, and it's two ways to look at it. Like I said, you 100% right. They sent Zeke out there in a bad PCL. They didn't rest him not one time. So it's a different position.
Not one time.
I believe that Schultz probably could be able to still be the same effective, you know, can be effective with this injury.
Hmm.
If it's the same type of injury, like I said, it can't get no worse. Let's say if it
Right.
can't get worse.
Right.
My thing is though, bro, you on a franchise tag.
That's the thing.
You may have to look out for yourself.
This the franchise say, you're right, this is your time to make your money. You know what I'm saying?
You go out there and let's say it, like they say, they tell you it can't get any worse, and then next thing you know it, you're not producing as well as you normally produce.
Right.
You're messing up
Right.
your money.
Yep.
Like I said, take your weeks off that you need to
Hmm.
necessarily take your weeks off.
Right.
If I
Gotta
was
make-
if I was advising him
Right.
on the simple
Yep.
fact that it's only going to be better for if you take the necessary time off. Like I said,
Right.
you are on
It's
the
a business at
franchise
the
tag.
end of the day. It's a business
Yeah,
at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
they did business with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't go out there and be a warrior. And if you go out there and be a warrior, I mean, hey, so be it. Like, so be it. I like what we see. I like what we seen from Jake Ferguson in the preseason.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
he's ready to step up. And now don't get that twisted from I think that he's going to be better or equal to a Dalton Schultz because
Right.
he's not ready for that. But I do think that
Exactly.
he has some similarities in his game
He does. He really
to
does.
a Dalton Schultz. So, and I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right now. He got a little Kittle to his game.
Yeah. But I say he's a little bit more shiftier than Schultz.
He got a little
Yeah.
Kittle to his
Yeah.
game now. I
He a
ain't
little
saying
more
he
shiftier.
George Kittle yet. I'm just saying he got a little
Oh,
Kittle-ish.
don't worry. Your words about to get twisted up.
Hey, when you go out there Monday night, show he go out there to ball.
He'll call Ferguson George Kittle 2.0.
Well, speaking of roster moves, um, week 3 was always
Hmm.
the point that we thought that Michael Gallup may return.
Right. That's what we said. We said week 3. That's when we picked.
Week 3, it's Monday night. The
Right.
Joneses love a story.
NFC East
And
game.
it all made sense for him to return for that game. But it's also
Right.
the same time that we thought that Jason Peters should be ready.
Oh yeah.
So let's stay on Gallup. How you feel about Gallup possibly returning?
I think 99.9% he gonna play Monday night. That's what I feel. He been ramping up. He practiced full all last week. He practiced full pads this week. You know what I'm saying? He going through, like I said, full practice, so there's no limitations. Let the man test. Definitely test it out before pregame. Make sure he cutting and jumping his spine, but everything good pregame. He out there, man. We even if he's just a decoy for the first week or two, we just need somebody to take some heat off CD for real.
Yeah, but till they figure out that he ain't fully healthy yet, so I definitely feel
Right.
that him being a decoy for the first couple of weeks could definitely be a beneficial. Definitely the CD. it's like we said, we played a lot of 12 personnel,
Mm-hmm.
and then when we came in, like it was very rare that we went to 3 wide. So he could come in the limited capacity,
Right.
you know, because they already said he was going to be on the snap count anyway.
He about to say
So
he ain't playing 60 snaps. So yeah,
so
maybe
I
15,
believe
20
that
snaps.
I believe he can play. Ooh, while we was talking about that, it's time to get. I believe it's. I know we got a bad taste in our mouth from
Mm-hmm.
wide receiver committee.
Right.
I know we got a bad taste in our mouth about that, but I believe that learning from that mistake and actually still having a number one receiver,
Right.
I think that we could benefit from using the wide receiver by the committee now. I think that we should be using Simi a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more. I know when he got in the game last week, his dumb ass false started.
Right.
Like I don't even know how. Like I never understood that. As a former receiver, you're looking at the ball.
Like,
You
come on,
know,
man.
we don't.
Man,
You know, I don't understand. I don't
I don't
understand that. But
understand.
we know that he's the fastest receiver that we had, other than
Right.
Turpin. You
Right.
know, it's time to try to get him involved. You know, take some of them deep shots and
We
loosen up
don't
some of this
thank
defense.
you. We don't throw the ball down the field. I mean, even if you're not connecting, the defense got to respect it. Oh, they throwing the ball down the field. Oh, I got to watch out for that. If you don't do it at all, they just sitting in there.
They
They got
just
the
sitting.
box loaded up, and you can't. You know what I'm saying? Everything's tight. Come on, man. Common sense.
Everybody not just gonna play man
Right.
majority of the time like the Bengals did and sitting just regular coverage. Like we not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get that luxury. And like I said, we're going against Wink Martindale. We're gonna
Yeah.
need somebody take the top off some of this defense. We gotta loosen
Exactly.
up something. Like I said, we go. I think they started last week. I think we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get Turpin more involved,
Right.
more involved.
Yeah. They
And
got him a player
bro,
too. Yeah.
bro, it's time to get Tobert on this field.
Bro, two
It's
weeks.
time.
2 weeks is too much. All right, week one, all right, maybe. But after that, he should like how he gonna get better? How he gonna even learn if he not getting no reps? Even if it's bad, at least he out there learn. You know what I'm saying? Getting live bullets, bro. Come
We
on, man.
seen we seen we seen Dennis Houston take his spot,
Think right. Like,
essentially, right? But last week, did we even see he played? But did we notice him?
nope.
So you mean to tell me that Jalen Tobin can't do that?
He
You
just
feel what I'm
can't do
saying?
that.
Like you know, like he
He
can't do
can't get
that. At
noticed.
some
Like,
point, what did we say earlier? You can't develop on the bench.
can't.
Like it's time for him to get active. I get it. You put too much on his plate. I
Right.
get it. I know you want your receiver to learn all the spot. Hey, if we going back to this wide receiver by committee stuff, stick his ass in the spot
Thank you.
and tell him what to do. It's time for because we're gonna need him. Y'all
It's
are a
time.
draft and develop team.
Right.
Y'all ain't got time to be missing on a third round pick.
Trying to be
Right.
cute. Trying to be cute with him and say he ain't.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
Put him in the game. If an undrafted rookie is good enough to go in there and run
Mm.
around, run some routes, your third round pick is too. I don't even want to hear it. They try to be cute with Sam Williams first
And
week.
you see what happened.
And see, we put him in the game. Look, he making plays. You can't make
Now
plays on the bench. Come
the
on.
difference between that is because they like Basham and they want to play Basham. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm sorry, Basham, that you got injured, but
He ain't getting that spot back.
your injury opened the door for more Fowler snaps, and more Sam Williams snaps. They look
Yep.
the top and and Doris Armstrong played better last week.
Dorrance Armstrong coming on, man. We used to get on Dorrance, but he's slowly coming one of them guys, man. You can count on, bro.
But week one, he was trash. He was suspect. They was running at him. They was
Yep.
running at him. And on his side, they was running at his side.
Right.
Pulling them guards, and they was running at him. This week, he was better against the run.
Right.
Fowler was better. They put him more so in on passing snaps because we know he been suspect against the run.
Yeah. Right.
But Sam, you knew what Sam got a relentless motor. You put Sam in, like I said. I'm sorry, Basham, that you got injured. And I definitely didn't wish anything, but the pecking order got settled once you got the snaps got put out equally to better players.
Exactly. You see that? You notice that NASCAR package right on third down.
Yeah, and it didn't have Basham.
Nope. Fowler, Parsons on the outside. Then you got Osa and D Law on the inside. No, where's Neville at? Big Bowden took. Oh, my fault. I'm getting ahead of myself.
We go get.
I know.
Because we go talk. Wide receiver committee seem to have y'all more creative on offense, and by default, this is correct because that's
Right.
it's like you have to.
Right.
At
You,
some point,
you have to.
and as simple as it sounds, because it sounds like I said, obviously it sounds like common sense. Utilize the strength of your playmakers,
Mhm.
right? Sometimes Kellen doesn't do that.
Exactly.
But now that you have each of these wide receivers, now you have variety. You have everybody has a skill set. They have a trait that a strength of what do
Yeah.
they do? What do they do well? Like I said, we know what CD is. CD, the playmaker, the number one,
Yeah.
the explosive, the guy. The dirty work. Noah, them over
Mm-hmm.
routes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over
Cross the
route
middle.
killer. Yeah, the over route killer.
Yeah.
The tough route, the tough catches. Like you
Right.
said, we need to figure out. Same, he's supposed to be the deep threat because he's a big, fast
Right.
receiver. You know what the gadget guys interpret. You know what you got to. You got to figure out what you have in Tober. You got to figure out what you can do and
Exactly.
expand your playbook. Stop getting stagnant and keep it going. But like I said,
Mm-hmm.
and on top of that, if you're running the ball effectively, your passing game is definitely going to be easier for any of your quarterbacks.
Right. Right. And I thought like having like AJ was saying wide receiver by committee would help make Kellen a little better play caller as well because like you said you got to be creative. You got to scheme your wide receivers open. It's like CD really the only one that can just go out there and beat his man. Well, you know what I'm saying? These other cats they need to do some. We got to scheme these cats open with these routes, man. These different coverages. So hopefully that make Kellen a little better play caller too.
Like I said, sometimes when you're back against the wall and you have to do some things that necessarily you may not be comfortable with, but it's
Yeah,
necessary.
get
So,
him out the comfort
hey,
zone for sure.
do it. And like I said, and I like for McCarthy being in his ear.
Yeah,
Hey, like, look, hey, bro, run this, do
bro.
this.
My bad.
Should have been
I'm,
doing it right.
think about it.
Should have been doing it right.
That's what I'm about to say, bro. I just don't understand that, but now it is what it is, bro.
Stay positive. Let's stay positive right
Just stay
now.
positive.
Got to win. So, right now we still Connor McGovern is weeks away from returning.
High ankle
Uh,
sprain.
high ankle sprain. Still dealing with Matt Farniak at left guard right now. The ramp up period for Jason Peters is still ongoing. Hopefully, maybe he playing this week and maybe active
Hmm.
this week, or maybe he may be another week away.
Right.
But what do you think we should do?
All right. Me personally,
Yeah,
you know,
you.
you know how we always talk. We always talk about get your best players on the field,
Mm-hmm.
and this is tough now because I know my man. He's gonna be the future left tackle, and he's playing real good the first 2 weeks at left tackle. But if you want to get your best five offensive linemen on the field, you move him back to guard where he practice and rep and learn all off season, all preseason, and you put Peters at left tackle. Then you got your best five on there. Then he got all after the season over, he got all off season, all OTAs to work back on left tackle. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people are like, well, he playing so well now, let him take his lumps. But you got Matt Fournier at guard. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is tough for me because, like I said, I love watching him at left tackle develop every week. He getting better, but I know for us to be the best offensive line we can be, he needs to be a guard and Peters need to be a tackle. You know what I'm saying? So that's a debate that I know a lot of Cowboy Nation is having right now.
I just wonder how the recovery of McGovern is going because
Right.
what if they're, let's say for example, hypothetically they're ready at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Then
Another
what do you
right.
do? Because if
Right.
they're ready for me, if they're ready at the same time,
Put McGovern back on in there.
then put him back in at guard and
Mm-hmm.
let's keep Tyler Smith at
Right.
left tackle as long as possible because the
Right.
lumps that we're dealing with from him is all mental. Like you say, you sliding on the wrong, wrong end, or
Right.
you're not sliding when you're supposed to slide. Like you say,
Right.
it ain't like he getting beat. You know,
Right.
technique wise. Like I said, I'm dealing with. I'm ready for the growing. His growing pains are all positive to me at
Mm-hmm.
left tackle. Like I said, I understand Farniak. Farniak is doing the best that he's supposed to do. Like I said,
Yeah.
he's a seventh
He's
round pick.
he's maxed out. Right.
Yeah,
And he a
and
center on top of that.
at that. So he's already playing out of positions. We've already maxed him out, and matter of fact, he's done his job. Hey,
Yeah, he has.
that offensive line really, 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 really ain't really been the issue. The
Right.
first two,
Won't bad at all.
games. Like I
Won't bad at
said,
all last week.
I'm not saying that they the best offensive line. I'm not saying that that they was played lights out. I'm just saying that they really wasn't the liability, so we thought.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm
Could be
I'm
yeah. Biadasz
I'm
surprised
willing
me. Biadasz look good.
I'm willing to ride this thing out as long as possible until we have to. Because I
Right.
understand after week one, we was damn near DEFCON 5. We was ready to,
Yeah.
we was ready to start scouting for for the
Right.
draft.
Right. Draft time. Mock draft
You know,
time.
so we got to win. Winning cures a lot of things.
It really does.
Put
Yep.
some band-aids on, put the band-aids on some wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And with we got the Giants coming up, and then we got Washington coming up. I think
Yeah.
these are two winnable games,
Definitely.
coming up,
Definitely.
and there's no
Definitely.
need to try to mess up the chemistry or the
Mm-hmm.
continuity that we've already been built. I'm just I don't know. Like I said, if Jason Peters is ready and he's ready to play, and they move Tyler Smith to guard, I'm not going to complain. But
Right.
me personally, I'm all for just keeping them at left tackle as long as we can.
Right. It's like
As
that.
long
I wasn't mad at that.
as
Yeah.
long as we can. That's the
Right.
important part. That's put that in
Yeah.
bold italics, all of that right there. As
Right.
long as we can.
Mm.
So,
like I said, I'm not mad at that. Like I said, Fournier haven't been a liability. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as long as the offense is able to run the function with the offensive line, I ain't mad at him staying out there left tackle taking his lumps. But if Fournier starting to start breaking
become
down
a
a little bit here,
liability.
yeah, and Connor is still not ready yet, man. I mean, that's what we got Peters for. You know what I'm saying? That's our insurance policy. So we'll get a bag of Skittles for him.
Yeah, I'm about to say ain't nobody ready for it, brother.
His contract too high, man.
It's nothing. We just gonna have to
Yeah,
ride that
yeah.
out.
This would be if you don't take a pay cut. This would be his last season with us anyway. Let you take a nice little pay cut.
Bro, I see the pay cut coming.
Right, cause he gonna want to stay in Dallas for sure.
I see the pay cut coming.
Right,
bro.
he gonna be in staying, and Pollard gonna end up leaving. Then we're gonna draft another back.
Mm-hmm. But
Guaranteed.
Pollard
Yeah,
out of there. He's sick of it.
yeah.
Let's move on. So we got the like I said, as we alluded to, we got the Giants coming up next.
Winnable game, very winnable game.
They are leading the division. They are the 2-0 undefeated Giants.
Right.
I will be in attendance at this game, so I'm definitely hyped down that we actually had a win, and it feels better going to this game because if we would have been there on two, I definitely would have been a little
been tight.
Yeah, but I'm being attendance Monday night. The bright lights in the jersey. Like I said, they are surprising. They surprised me when they beat they came back and beat the Titans.
Right.
The Titans had that game, and
Mm-hmm.
I think they played with their food, and
they did
with the culture change that they have. Like I said, everything is the trajectory is going up for the Giants. The culture change, the draft that they moved, the moves that they made, the coaches that they hired. Everything that they done this offseason is on the up and up.
Yeah.
I just think they're going to be a year away because they still have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is still trash.
He's trash.
Let's not try to sugarcoat none of that. Let's not try to be nice. We ain't playing, so we can do all the bulletin board material that we want. He is trash.
Exactly.
He is trash. The receiving core that they had that they're putting out there is trash.
It's worse than ours.
Yeah, like I say, this is trash. Saquon is looking like Penn State Saquon.
Yeah, he looking good.
I'm definitely not gonna sugarcoat that. He's looking like a problem.
He looking legit.
If we do not contain him, we do not stop him, it's going to be a long night.
Be a long night.
Are you confident in our run defense?
Yeah, like so we haven't. Well, because Lenny started getting off on us on the second half of week one, but I think that's because the defense was on the field so much in the first half that it kind of just warmed down after a while. But I got confidence in the run defense for sure because the offense starting to look better after week one, week two. The defense looked good already week one, looked better week two. Now I think week three, week four, we're gonna be hitting our stride and really getting after it, man. So I think with this new. I think we finally figuring out the D line rotation they like. Pass rush D line, run stopping D line. So Saquon always good for that one big run. He gonna break it out. You know what I'm saying? But as a whole, I think we can bottle him up. And like I say, he's a division. We done played against him so many times. We tend to know his habits and stuff like that. So I think he'll get like one or two big runs, but I think we're gonna contain him for the most part.
I think the running game is still the run defense is still a work in progress, and I think it's if the defense is fresh.
Yeah, that's the key. If we're not on the field,
if the defense is fresh, I have all the confidence in the world in the run defense. If you look at the first half against the Bucks, Leonard Fournette wasn't the one that was really getting us in the running game. It was those jet sweeps that we've never seen the Bucks ever do in life. Do with Julio Jones, of all people, was really getting us in the running game. Leonard Fournette didn't really get off until the second half, like I said, when the defense was wore out. Like I said, the offense didn't give them no help week one, so they was on the field the entire game. Obviously, you can see they was wore down. Same thing in the first half. Last week, Joe Mixon really couldn't get going. They went on that long drive, that 17-play drive that Mixon was going. He was starting to get going, but obviously that's a long drive. That's a long time to have the defense on the field. You're going to wear defense down. I believe that we can, if we come up with a similar game plan like we did last, we score early. We keep the defense fresh, and we have a competent offense. Just have a competent offense and give the defense a breather. I believe that we can shut this running game down and put the ball in Daniel Jones' hand. And the ball in Daniel Jones' hand, Trayvon Diggs gonna get his first interception of the season.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's gonna be the game plan. As long as you stop the running game, shut down Saquon, let Daniel Jones beat you, then you in a good way. Cause their offensive line is in shambles, man. So I think we can get after them. Plus, I think Leonard Williams for their D line, I think he's out for this game too. So that'll help us out on the offensive side of the ball as well.
I don't know if they're getting Azeez Ojulari back or Thibodeau back this week, though. It's a possibility they both may come back this week. So that's something to monitor.
Definitely.
Like I said, I know I do. That's what I wanted. I had to figure the way that we were rushing Joe Burrow last week. I know we had 6-7 sacks, 6-7 sacks. But a few of those times that we rushed him a little while, and he was able to step up in the middle and able to run.
First down, he had two big runs like that.
We cannot allow that. For Daniel Jones, we can't allow that at all. We need to stay home. We need to stay disciplined.
There you go.
Rushes. And we need, we need to keep hope because we can't allow him to get any confidence or any momentum whatsoever because he does have the athleticism to get away. If we happen to let that happen to him, so we definitely need to stay disciplined, stay home, stay subtle. Maybe even muddle rush.
I said a little muddle rush. Yep. Definitely.
Just keep him in the pocket because I want him in the pocket as much as possible.
Exactly.
Like I said, I'm not worried about him throwing the ball. I'm not worried about what Richie James. Come on, bro. Kenny Galladay already mad that he ain't on the field.
He got 2 snaps last week.
So he frustrated. So it's just that stop Saquon, and we should be able to. That should
definitely be the game. That should definitely be the game plan to stop the run and let Daniel Jones try to beat you, man. Then we gonna be all right. That's the day gonna show. But the offense got to pull their weight though.
The way we talking right, this is gonna happen, right?
If he do, hey, he deserves it. If he do, hey, that's on it then. Good on him. So I'm gonna put the ball in his hand.
Yeah, that's the game plan. Let Daniel Jones beat me, and if he beat me, we deserve to lose.
Right. If he beat us, he got it. He deserves it because I'd rather him than Saquon.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's all we got this week, right? We got to do the score prediction, right?
Yeah, got predictions. Yep.
All right, but I say we ain't had nothing. Before we get to that, how did you feel about us releasing Dennis Houston though?
But that was a shocker. I thought it was a fake tweet at first. I was like, huh? Then I was like, not seeing who tweeted it. I was like, oh, that's legit. So I was like, well, but soon I seen it. Then I was like, October Toby gonna be active, and Michael Gallup gonna be active. So that's the first thing that popped in my head. They making moves to get Tolbert in the lineup and get Gallup back.
We were able
Then
to
I
get him
knew,
back. Go
yeah, we
ahead.
got him back on practice squad, so it
Yeah,
worked out good.
we was able to get him back on the practice squad. I was happy for that. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing against Dennis Houston. Like I said, Dennis
Right,
Houston did everything that he was asked for, and you need those guys. You need those
right,
utility guys. You need those do right guys. You need those. You need those role players. You need
yeah,
those. And like I said, maybe he does have a chance to expand his role next year or even this
hmm
year. You know, but it's the fact that we know that we are a draft and develop team. We're
right,
using assets. You utilize a third round pick. We do not have time to waste on him sitting on the sideline standing with Dak and he's
right,
healthy. Like I said,
right,
he needs to be active. He needs to be, running some routes in live
hmm
games. I'm not saying he need to go out there and get 10 targets. I'm just
exactly,
saying he need to be out there running. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Getting some cardio out there, like
You said
whatever.
it.
Whatever
Right,
you
you
got to
said
do.
it.
But it was a surprise. It was a surprise, the way the coaching staff felt about Dennis Houston, all the positive things that they said about Dennis Houston. For
Hmm
them to just cut him out of nowhere was a surprise. But like I said, luckily we got him back on the practice squad. So, you know, we didn't die. Like unlike Ridgeway, we lost him.
Yeah,
We lost him. But I mean, I know we was high on him in the draft,
right.
and we still
Yep.
had high hopes on him. But like I said, we
Try to
didn't
be cute.
but yeah, we're trying to be cute
Try
with
to
it
try to be cute.
with the roster manipulation.
All you had to do
And
is put Dak on IR because you know he's
but
gonna miss at least 4 games. Come on, man.
but I get it because why they didn't put him on IR because the possibility of them practicing. If you on IR, I think the IR rules is you can't practice till them days is up. I mean,
Right, for the
till your
4 weeks.
weeks is up. So it's like obviously you're injured, so there's nothing you can do.
Right.
But I think they it's the period
They're trying
for
to ramp up.
yeah
Yeah.
similar as we did like we didn't put Michael Gallup on pup.
Right.
We was able to practice him last week. We were able to
hmm
practice him this week because he was on the active roster.
Right.
So if he was on pup or he was on short term IR,
Couldn't do none of that.
he wouldn't be able to practice until those weeks was over. So we just wasted those weeks.
Right.
So the same thing for Dak. Like I said, he been holding the ball already. I think it was some missed reports. They put the plate in his thumb. I think Stephania Bell said
hmm
that they didn't get the plate, so it's an
Right.
easier process for him to come back. All they need is the bone to heal.
Right.
So once that happens, he should be able to come back. I'm just thinking, just keep this thing afloat.
hmm
You know, go out there. You go out there. You beat the Giants. Go out
Right.
there and you beat Washington.
hmm
You've done everything that we've asked of you.
Right.
So that right there, like you already exceeded expectations, Cooper Rush. We can't ask you to do much more than what you
Exactly.
just did.
Exactly. Right. You walk on water if you do that. Right. I just hope they don't rush my man Dak back though for him to come back and get hurt, then really be out. You know what I'm saying? Like
So we
for
seen
some
that
real.
movie. We seen this movie before.
Yeah. Exactly. So to give that man time to to heal.
I think the
You
beauty
know.
of it, is the fact that we got to win.
Right.
Because if we got a loss and we out there
hmm
0-2, I think Dak
Yeah.
might have been back, be back this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Stuff like that the front office would have done. But I think they need to save Dak from himself and make sure he's
hmm
fully healthy. If Cooper can keep this thing afloat, it's a big if.
Big if. Big if.
So let's get to your score prediction.
All right.
I want
Okay.
to. I want to know. I missed you last week because I had work, but technically I
Right.
want to know what the score prediction is. I'm
Right.
up. I'm up one. I'm up one.
Yeah,
I'm
you
let
up
you know.
one. You up
Keeping
one.
score. I'm up one. So you can
Say
go.
I'm going 24 uh 24-17
Ah,
Cowboys. Yeah.
I'm feeling the same. I'm feeling the
Yeah.
same way. I'm feeling the
Yeah.
same way.
And I think they're gonna get a garbage time score to get it 17 because what they ain't scored over what 18 the first 2 games yet or something like that.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Something low. Both of the games been low scoring, so
And if they haven't been scoring against Titans and Panthers have. I like the Panthers defense. I'm not
yeah,
going. Yeah, I like the defense. But if they haven't scored on them, and we've held Tom Brady to 1 touchdown, the only 200 yards. We
right.
held the Bengals to 1 touchdown. We held Burrow under 200 yards.
hmm
Hey, look, bro.
we need
Ain't
to come out here and
yeah,
bust ass.
I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this Giant offense to come out this week all of a
Right,
sudden
right,
scoring. You know, on this defense, the way this defense
exactly.
is playing, and the defense with the defense knowing that
No,
they have to
right,
be the catalyst for this team for us to get win. So
exactly.
I'm in agreement with you. 24-17. I'm in agreement with you.
Right.
I would have
I wanted to say 10, but I didn't want to come off, come off like that. I said I'll give him 17.
we just need to win. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
just need to win. I don't give a damn if it's 13-10 and we win.
Right.
If it's 3-0 as long as we get,
7-3.
you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
don't care. Get
I
that
wanna
done.
I wanna read this I think it's a tweet or a post from my guy Cowboys fan talk, Mr. Rome. And before we're gonna leave out on this note, he said, "This is why I built my own platform to speak my mind. If fans seriously think Cooper Rush is better than Dak, I swear I'm not gonna argue with you. But if you come on my videos, posts, tweets, etc., go ahead and say what you want. But I promise you, with all my soul, I would ignore you." I had to say that. I had to
Right.
let that be known.
Like,
I
come
had
on,
to.
man.
I've seen the memes. I've seen
Boy. Steve Young out of pocket, bro.
like I said, I've seen the memes everybody's showing me, with Cooper Rush, all that. I've even had some Cowboy fans tell me it's time, to stick with Cooper Rush and all that. Like I said, I
I
ain't
don't
going back and forth with you.
right.
Like I said, Mr. Rome, this is a perfect Mr. Rome
Mhm.
Cowboy fan talk. Hey, we are in agreement, brother. We
Yes,
like
sir.
we feel the same exact way because, like I
Right.
said, I ain't going back and forth with you on this one. Like I
Yeah,
said,
if you talking like that, you obviously don't know football at all. So ain't no need to even have a conversation, bro. I can see if you just joking around being funny, but if you being serious, get out of here.
yeah. And I sitting there because I know we got a bad taste in our mouth from last year, the end of the way last year ended,
Right.
and the fact that how we started off this year against the Bucks. But I want to point out to people last week against the Saints. I get it. James got a bad back, and he played horrible. That game was 3-3 for the vast majority of this game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They ended up finally giving up a touchdown. That's one touchdown in 8 quarters
Right.
that this team gave up.
Exactly.
But this
That
Bucks
defense
defense is real. Like
is
we're not
legit.
about to sit here and act like the Bucks defense was not good. This is a good
Thank
defense,
you.
and I know sometimes we looking at through our team's lens.
Right.
Our team that we should have did this, we could have did that. I get it.
Right.
At some point, we got to get credit to some of these other teams.
Yeah.
The
They get
Bucks
paid
defense,
too.
yeah, the Bucks defense was real. They had a great game plan that night. They
Mm-hmm.
knew what time it was. They knew
Right.
everything that we was going to do. They
And they
said
said
what
it.
they
They
said it,
said it.
and they knew the game plan. They knew how to game plan for that. And once they game plan for it and they seen it, they believe in the game plan. That's half the battle.
It's hard to
So
be successful when somebody know what you fitting to do before you
yeah.
do it.
So I like I said, I know Dak played bad. I know he
Right.
was missing some throws. I know
Right.
he was late. But also at the same time, Kellen was terrible with the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad. That was set up for failure. So everything has to go in. It's a train. I mean,
Yeah.
everything has to go and coincide with each other. Everything has
Exactly.
to work. But I know for a fact, I ain't going back and forth about no
Nah.
Cooper, about no Cooper Rush
It's
better
a
than
waste of
Dak.
time.
Keep him Dak. I don't give a damn if he go
Mm-mm.
undefeated. You
Right.
know, just do your thing as a
Exactly.
backup. Say you can get some money next year. You get paid, brother.
Yeah. Somebody might break you off something, but yeah, come on,
Yeah,
man. Let's
but
let's be real here.
but if my job doesn't get in the way next week, we are continually try to do this thing weekly.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah.
we are here. Like you said, this is the Dallas duo. I'm D Hill. That's your guy D White. It's
Right.
episode 9, the Giants preview. And we see y'all.
Yeah.
Like, share,
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
you know it.